I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. An agreement President Trump's Board of Peace has worked out with Hamas, though there's no official reaction from Israel.
Hamas appears ready, or at least willing, to lay down their arms as long as Israel agrees to finally leave the Gaza Strip. President Trump has announced this agreement is a critical step towards Gaza finally being governed by a new Palestinian government that will work closely with the Board of Peace to help the Palestinian people. At the same time, Israel will have the security it deserves, with Gaza no longer used as a base for terror attacks.
Fox's Peter Ducey at the White House. We may hear more from the president about this deal nearly 3 years after the Hamas terror attack that triggered Israel's war in Gaza, when he holds a cabinet meeting at Camp David in Maryland at 11 a.m. Eastern. The president may also talk about the Iran conflict. Oil prices have been up slightly this morning. Their surge since the conflict started has made oil companies big profits. Chevron's earnings more than quadrupled last quarter compared to a year ago to $12 billion. ExxonMobil's doubled to $14 billion. There's a border crisis overseas. At least 18 migrants have died as thousands flock to Spain, fleeing Morocco, where police have used water cannons and fired warning shots to prevent crossings into the Spanish territory of Ceuta.
Migrants by the thousands surged by land and sea from Morocco into the territory, swimming or floating on inner tubes from the Moroccan side, while others broke through a gate on land and just ran into the city, with the Interior Ministry vowing to deport those who do cross illegally.
Fox's Kevin Cork. It's been 6 months since Nancy Guthrie was abducted in Arizona. She's still missing.
Pima County Sheriff Chris Nano says a hair sample did not yield a DNA sample of a possible suspect. Local investigators, along with the FBI, sent the recovered sample to a California lab for examination, but came up empty-handed. Investigators are continuing to work and analyze evidence collected in Guthrie's home.
Chris DeMeo, America's listening to Fox News.
When I hit my 50s, I felt like things were slowing down.
This is Sandra's Metamucil story.
I started taking Metamucil for digestion, but had no idea it would impact so much more. Not only did Metamucil help me feel more regular, but my heart health saw the benefits too.
Metamucil. One simple routine, 4 health benefits. Digestive health starts here. Go to metamucil.com for more details.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ethos.com/term. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Thousands remain in shelters in earthquake-ravaged southern Japan, where the search continues for anyone still missing in the rubble. The number of confirmed deaths has risen to 34, and there are concerns about hot temperatures making things worse amid fuel and water shortages. In Seattle, an apology for a slow response to Sunday's mass shooting at a food festival.
Mayor Katie Wilson says Seattle police responded quickly and professionally to the shooting itself.
However, our after-action review of the city's communications with the public and the media revealed real gaps.
It took 5 hours to share basic information, including whether anyone was in custody or if this was a targeted attack on the festival. It wasn't.
We are now putting in place processes and protocols to ensure that this does not happen again.
The mayor says she's received and accepted Police Chief Sean Barnes' resignation despite his support from Seattle City Council.
He cares deeply about this work and about this city. That dedication is genuine, and I wish him the best.
3 people died in the shooting, including one of the suspected shooters. Police are looking for others and say they believe there were 2 rival gangs involved. Chris Foster, Fox News.
In Georgia, days after a teenage school shooter got a life sentence, the same judge puts his father behind bars.
Barrow County Superior Court Judge Nicholas Prim sentencing Colin Gray to 15 years in prison.
It is clear you failed as a parent.
The 55-year-old was found guilty of murder and manslaughter charges for buying his son Colt the AR-15 style rifle the 14-year-old ended up using to fatally shoot 4 people at Appalachia High School in 2024. Prosecutors say he also left the gun unsecured in their home despite warnings the teen was a danger to others. The father's sentencing comes days after his now 16-year-old son was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole after pleading guilty to all 55 charges in the attack that killed 2 students and 2 teachers and injured several others. Kristen Goodwin, Fox News.
On Wall Street, stock futures are rising that after a big surge lifted the Dow and the Nasdaq more than 600 points. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. Well, Will County prosecutors have upgraded charges against the two accused of killing a man and dumping his remains in Lake Mattoon. A grand jury indicting Robin Turner and James Adams on 3 counts of first-degree murder. The indictment replaces earlier lesser charges. Across central Illinois, celebrations continue for America's 250th birthday, and one local farm marking the milestone with a patriotic twist. Clearview Farms is one of 7 partners that spent months designing a massive sunflower maze shaped like an American flag. Organizers say the project meant to be a gift to the community. Champaign Unit 4 School is hosting its annual school supply giveaway next week. More than 2,000 pre-packed school supply bags given to students while supplies last. Students must be present to get school supplies. The giveaway Tuesday, August 4, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Or until supplies run out, it will be held at Marketplace Mall. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
Hey, good morning. Made it to the end of the week. It is Friday. It is on like Donkey Kong.
Let's go.
This is like you're going in a roller coaster and you're just creeping toward the top.
Click, 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 click,
and
click,
then
click, click, click,
there's
click.
nothing you can do.
Here it goes.
Here comes 145 nations. Here comes 65,000 students starting next week. They're trickling in.
Yes.
And then in 2 weeks, they're here.
Right.
Which is the unbelievable blessing, man. I'm telling you, your property value would not be 50% of what it is if we didn't have the U of I. No. So yeah, it would be bad, man. So I'm always grateful, appreciative. I don't agree with much of the politics of a normal campus, but boy, we're glad they're here. So it's just a whole different.
Probably adds a little vibrancy, a little life.
Well, I mean, Rand Tool's been struggling since 1991.
With the airbase closed, right?
I'll tell you what, I would never have done that because I live here.
That's why Max Armstrong has that half century of progress there every other year or so. Yeah.
Well, Rand Tool's done what they can do based on what happened to them. It's just like you take the U of I out of us. So don't be mad for traffic and all that. It's a complete game changer. Our town's different. We have Big Ten stuff. It's big entertainment, big sports.
National world stage,
No, it's it, and unbelievably acclaimed University of Illinois in many areas, engineering to name one. But anyway, glad they're coming back.
Somebody had asked about the 65,000. I see 60,848.
Well, I've heard 65.
Okay.
So,
and maybe you're figuring in more of the.
I'm off by 8%. It's just, it's gross.
Especially when we're used to 35,000.
Well, it's just, you just grew and exploded. I was shocked by the number. That was like a number I heard from the U of I thought.
Uh-huh. Well, this
now just think of a big football weekend when you've got like Ohio State or Michigan or any arch rival in town.
It's just an appreciation moment. Thankful for the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign.
Go Illini.
1867. It started when Andrew Johnson was the president and Abe Lincoln had been shot 2 years previous. So it's been around. Been around a while.
Yep.
All right, meteorologist Greg Solier to kick off the weekend. Beautiful. I know we might get a little rain, but boy, I tell you, this morning, another gorgeous day in downtown Philo, the known center of the universe, sir. Weather brought to you by the Urbana Park District.
And they have their big art fair tomorrow at Crystal Lake Park in Urbana between 10 and 4, both Saturday and Sunday. So let's hear how that's going to be, Greg.
Do I really want to
say? Exactly.
So, I just checked down to plans C and D just for openers here.
When you go past B and C, we got some stuff.
And they know.
Good.
So they have the tarps ready, and oftentimes this is just a passing shower, and then on to the next thing.
Yeah, I think these might have a little, especially tomorrow. Well, see, I'm just trying to, let's just get as far back in the order, and then we can build north and better and more positive from there. But I think some of these showers may have a little longer lasting oomph to them. No widespread severe weather, so that's one good thing because, boy, a lot of the Midwest and the Corn Belt has been rocked of late with just these recurring banded derecho outbreaking events of thunderstorm activity. So it should be relatively docile around here. Most of the action should remain well to the south and west of us from that standpoint. But the showers will be propagating in kind of from a west-northwest to east-southeast direction. They're already through Missouri, the western end of the state, Quad Cities, eastern Iowa, up into the Twins where there are some flood watches up and in effect. Out the door this morning with some cirrus on the western horizon and 65 at Willard and Savoy. The rain's probably timing out sometime right around or even a hair before lunchtime, the first initial shower activity, and we'll just build upon that. for the rest of the day today. Maybe an isolated late day thunderstorm, increasing clouds, and temperatures will top out before the rain to around 81. Then widespread showers tonight. They'll be on and off and more on than off. Maybe a rumble of thunder. That's it, 67. Tomorrow, August 1st already. Variably cloudy skies, showers around and actually coming through in good coverage for the morning. Small break, what we call dirty breaks, if you will, not a complete break on any given area. And they'll be back in for the afternoon as well with a high near 77. And again, maybe a distant thunderstorm, no widespread severe stuff at all. Showers tomorrow night continue on, low down to 63. And some patchy fog early, a lingering shower or two, a drier day Sunday. More dry hours with a high near 78. With a high near 80 on Monday, lingering shower thunderstorm chances. We'll take it Tuesday to Thursday next week. But again, many dry hours, temperatures in the 80s by day, 60s at night. An inch or two worth of rain expected across the area for the weekend. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solje.
All right, buddy. Thank you. Appreciate it. 7-Eleven. It's going to rain. Okay. And farmers need it. Mm-hmm. Definitely farmers need it. And our lawns need water and all that other stuff. So.
Been a pretty good week for the Champaign County Fair. Yeah. They had the rodeo last night, and tonight will be the motocross with those ramps that the motorcycles are jumping. And it looks so cool. It's 7 o'clock tonight.
They do that in the rain?
Oh, yeah, the rain.
Yeah, jump that slicky little ramp and go up. Don't worry, it won't be slippery at all.
Farmer City Raceway back at it, too, and that's always interesting when there's mud on that dirt oval track. So,
all right, well, see what it brings.
Exactly.
Last night's rodeo.
Oh, wow.
Front page of the News Gazette has
that person that's on is it a bunking bronco?
No, it is a horse.
A horse?
Horse that doesn't want to be ridden.
That's right. That could be Braxton, the one that went to Unity with my son Aiden.
I just don't, there's some things that you're going, how in the world did you even get introduced to this? And it has to be like, well, I'm a farmer, but Dad was a farmer of grandpa. You're in it. So
I don't know on Braxton's story. I know.
But there's no way you just go to high school and all of a sudden said, I want to ride a bucking horse or bronco or Brahma bull.
Or did they do one of those, bulls in a bar one day and was like, hey, I stayed on a long time.
1 in 100 did that. I'm just saying you're in it because your family, your uncle, your dad, you're just in it. Okay. Otherwise, it doesn't make any sense to me. Well, you would injure yourself riding a horse that doesn't want to be ridden, clearly. So I don't get it.
I'm thinking about texting Braxton. I wonder if I have his number.
I'm just thinking.
Of course, he probably is sleeping in and a little sore this morning.
Well, he's got bruises, and you hope you don't break bones, but I don't get the appeal. Right. I guess I'm so far removed, and frankly, I don't know how you get into hockey. I mean, we're just not a big hockey area, and so kids have to get ice time in Indianapolis. It's just a harder thing to do.
Yeah.
And
I can think of 3 off the top of my head. One that went through Unity that, went on to play hockey in college. So
I mean, but you're in club hockey. I mean, you're not.
I know, but even that, you're not getting it at Unity High School.
No, again, how do you? And hockey is a very widely loved sport. It's not the football, basketball, baseball thing, but it's up there. A lot of people like hockey, and it's, if you're into hockey, but how do you drive for ice time at 4 a.m? I mean, there's just a lot. I think the only thing I can remember not being absolutely over the top and encouraging for one of my kids was Grace getting into horses and horse shows.
Okay.
And I'm envisioning a trailer and getting a horse and keeping it somewhere and all that other thing. And she entered something, got a ribbon. I think that was it.
Okay.
But boy, that's just a cumbersome, hard thing to figure out. And then also at the payout, the end of the day, gymnastics, cool. Boy, I don't know. You're hurt all the time, and what do you get? Maybe once in your life, if you're 1 in a zillion, you go to the Olympics, which is really cool. But again, that's just a flash every 4 years.
Right.
It's just some of those sports is the payout worth the effort.
Right.
I don't know.
But when it comes to gymnastics, especially as a core kind of how to do balance and how to fall correctly, things like that, for any sport.
I think every child should probably start in gymnastics.
Yes.
Because Yoshi Hayasaki told me that's when they learn their body and what they might be good at. But it should start at gymnastics where they have to work with their whole body. But my experience is not a gymnast I've ever met that isn't hurt.
If you'd like to check in with us at 217-359-2255 on our morning therapy this morning, here with Stevie J and I, and you can always listen to the show at StevieJay.com, Stevie Jay Show on YouTube. We'd love to get your contributions on the rodeo and kind of these outlying sports.
How do you even get into it? Of course, we have the Fisher National Bank text line 217-359-2255. Let's get the wrap over with. Cardinals, I said, and Johnny, I'm going to remind him.
Okay.
He said, what do you think Cubs Cardinals? I think the Cardinals will be thrilled to get 2 out of 4, but they're probably going to lose 3 out of 4.
And they got
exactly what they lost 3 out of 4.
Yes, that's right.
And the Cubs are way better than the Cardinals right now, and the Cardinals got to hold on to Ollie Marmol's job because they can't go 4-11 the rest of the way, or they got to make a change.
Right.
So
they'll do okay against Toronto.
Oh, I don't know about that. I think Toronto's better than the current Cardinals. Cardinals can't hit.
So here's your Redbird Recap.
The Redbird Recap is sponsored by Helitech Waterproofing and Foundation Repair. Heal your home with Helitech.
I'm John Rooney. Yesterday, the Cardinals and the Cubs went to extra innings. Wednesday night, they went to the 10th inning, and the Cubs scored 2 against Luis Gastelum on a home run by Pete Crow Armstrong. But the Cardinals were able to take the rookie off the hook by plating 3, 2 on a double to win the game by Ivan Herrera. Well, Gastelum came up and gave up back-to-back doubles to Alex Bregman and to Ian Happ, and the Cubs had a 4-2 lead. The Cardinals couldn't take Gastelum off the hook in the bottom of the 10th inning as Jacob Webb was able to get the first out, and then Aaron Savali came on to retire Jimmy Crooks on a fly ball and Lars Nootbaar on a strikeout, giving the Cubs 3 out of 4 in the win column in the series with a 4-2 victory. Jacob Webb with the win over Gastelum, a save for Savali. Tonight, the Cardinals are in Toronto. Kyle Leahy, 7-4 against Dylan Cease, 7-5. And we'll be on the air at 5:10 Central Time from Rogers Center.
Helitech Waterproofing and Foundation Repair is offering 50% off labor on qualifying projects. If you're seeing cracks, leaks, or sinking concrete around your home, don't wait. Let the Helitech experts identify the problem and provide proven solutions to protect your home and your investment. Call Helitech or visit helitechonline.com to schedule your free inspection today.
Heal your home with Helitech.
Chicago White Sox over the New York Yankees 2-1 yesterday. White Sox are in Tampa Bay to face the Rays with a 6:10 start. Cubs will now face the New York Yankees in New York.
Big
with
crowds.
a 1:20 start on US 105.9.
If you want to get in, it'll cost you about $800.
Shoto on the mound against New York Yankees, Will Warren. So here you're talking about in New York.
It's in Chicago.
I thought it was in New York.
No, Wrigley Field has the Yankees. It's a $780 ticket for the top of Wrigley Field.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the Yankees and the Cubs in Chicago. The White Sox and the Yankees just concluded there are people staying the whole weekend from out of town, Yankee fans, and they're planning to go to Wrigley next. They're right in Chicago twice. So
okay.
Yep.
So we've got August 8th for Busey to bring on the Jumbotron Airbud movie.
And it's free, and you can take a look at the scoreboard.
That's right.
Our weather this morning brought to you by Carl.
Reminding you, back to school physicals. Have you got that done yet? Find a location near you at carl.org.
Well, you've been reminding us all summer, so they should have gotten that done yet. So here's hoping. 7:18, Fox Business coming up next.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for Eastern Illinois, Champaign, Urbana, and vicinity. Bonus rounds of rainfall expected for the weekend. Yeah, may get in the way of outdoor activities and festivities, but it is what it is. Should be a non-threatening weather system. No widespread severe weather, but certainly some soaking rainfall totals and typical early August weather ahead for next week. Increasing clouds for the day-to-day. Certainly some shower activity by the afternoon. Could be an isolated thunderstorm as well. Highs up to 81 with a light south wind. Showers widespread for tonight. It'll rumble of thunder, low down to 67. Tomorrow, variably cloudy showers both in the morning and again for the afternoon. An isolated thunderstorm up to 77 with a southeast to east wind getting gusty. A few more showers tomorrow night, maybe a thunderstorm, low down to 63. And a patchy fog area Sunday morning. A shower or two in spots as well, both morning and late afternoon. The high at 78 with a partly sunny sky. Dry Monday at 80. Couple of widely scattered showers Tuesday to Thursday next week with highs in the 80s. For CVJ Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
Here's another home improvement insight from Kramer Siding and Window, a proud member of Prairie Home Alliance.
Getting new siding and windows is a part of good home maintenance, and it's also a way to improve your home's value and curb appeal. Kramer offers preservation siding and windows in lots of styles and colors. Shutters and trim will complete the look, and our online design tool will help you try before you buy. So start today and save 25%.
Call 217-355-2720 Click on kramersiding.com or visit the showroom in Champaign.
I'm Susan Lee, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Energy prices soared in recent months because of the Iran conflict and the prolonged closure of the Strait of Hormuz. Chevron reported its highest earnings on record. Shares are up more than 1.5%. ExxonMobil's earnings doubled. Though Wall Street was expecting an even stronger quarter, and ExxonMobil shares are down 2%. Amazon is leading a technology rebound today after reporting upbeat earnings and jumping demand for its AWS cloud computing service. Apple also reported a strong quarter, though Apple's dealing with issues obtaining chips and components and is paying higher prices. Amazon shares are up 12%, Apple shares down 7%. Colgate-Palmolive shares are up more than 1%. Its sales rose in the recent quarter. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Jenny Cosola. Invested in you.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ethos.com/term. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
This is the run my own business dream. This is the college is paid for dream. This is the retire early dream. This is Busey, where your dreams and possibilities become moments through trusted guidance and expertise, through lifelong relationships. Because we're here to help you achieve the life you've always envisioned. Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1868. Proud to be the official bank of the Fighting Illini.
Coldwell Banker Real Estate Group's Diana Foltz, recipient of Champaign County's Realtor of the Year.
When I see Coldwell Banker, can I expect that from agents? Is that a you philosophy or is that a company philosophy?
We have a great culture in our office. Our culture is one of serving. So I think you'll find that with most of our agents, but it really is a highlight for us to be able to serve our clients well, because we don't want to just sell one house or help them buy one house and never do another deal with them or never talk to them again. We want to be involved in their lives.
Why do you like what you do?
I really enjoy helping either a buyer or seller to get to the next chapter. And they're relying on Reggie and I to help them achieve their next goal.
You're their realtor.
We're their realtor. It's Taylor Foltz team, Coldwell Banker Real Estate Group. You can find me on the internet at dianafoltz.com. Cell phone number is 217-840-4133. And my email is diana@dianafoltz.com.
Here's the deal. When you combine State Farm home and auto insurance, you save an average of $889. State Farm agent Kurt Lenschow is ready to help you combine home and auto and save right here in Champaign-Urbana. Call 352-1411 today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Average annual per household savings based on a 2019 national survey by State Farm of new policyholders who reported savings by switching to State Farm.
ESPN 93.5, 724. Yeah, and we didn't really mean to diss any sport. I was just suggesting that I don't know how to get into rodeoing.
Right.
And I don't know how, frankly, a lot of people drive kids to ice time in other towns because we just don't have a facility for it.
Right.
It just probably, that's why everybody probably plays soccer. Everybody plays soccer. I think at some point in your life, the little kids, they start in soccer.
Which is a great, sportsmanship and learning to play together. And I can just imagine my kids and remember back in the day when they just were running the wrong way or,
that's what you're supposed to do.
Picking a dandelion out of the lawn.
No, that's what they're supposed to do. and then baseball, basketball. Park District shorter baskets. I was thinking about that. I used to shoot baskets all the time when I was really little, like 7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
I don't remember ever having a short basket. We had to push it up to 10 feet. We weren't in the day of adjustable rims. Now they got a little smarter so the kids could have better form trying to get it up there so high. But yeah, you got all kinds of options, and we had the kids in about everything. Janet wanted to make sure they had exposure to it to see if they wanted to do it. So Gracie was on a basketball team, but there was a real problem there. she's afraid of the ball.
Oh.
So she really didn't get past too much because she really didn't want to try and catch it.
Right.
And you learned, okay? She retired on ESPN Live after the season and tendered her resignation. So the kids are good at something.
Yeah.
The key is unlocking what it is and giving them a lot of exposure, we think, to just a lot of different things.
Absolutely.
So we did a lot of different things as they were growing up. So, all right, 7:25, we're going to get Brother Johnny on.
Latched on to golf pretty well.
Well, because I had exposure to it. My job gave me a country club membership. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, I don't know. And then we had exposure to it and the opportunity, and then Nathaniel happened to pick it up really quickly. And then we stuck him in a little 8-9-year-old golf tournament.
Oh, okay.
Stuck him in a golf tournament where he promptly finished last and was crying. Mm-hmm. So I said, oh, that wasn't much fun.
Okay, gotcha.
But then he hung with it and he won a tournament about 8 weeks later. Mm-hmm. Won a tournament.
Okay.
And then the triplets kind of followed along and got into these little Don Archer, the great Don Archer, formerly of Blue Needles, had this league. And so once a week, twice a week, we were out at little Farmer City's golf course and Blue Needles.
That'd
and
be fun.
Traveled the circuit, and the kids all cried. And putting a little kid in a tough game like golf, and I couldn't really help him with the game as I could with, hey, hang in there kind of things.
Right.
Because it was hard. Golf is hard. I mean, it's inexplicable that you can hit a shot like that when you just hit a great shot like that, and then you mess one up. It's hard. So we got into golf quite a bit, and all four of my kids are way better than their dad, and they're really good players.
Well, the Ducey family, it was all about baseball. Michael and Carrie were good baseball players.
I remember.
EI leagues and things like that. We'd go to all those games. And then for me, softball growing up, my sister Mary Jean was so good at softball too, and volleyball. So I kind of fell into those sports.
Yeah, you went to volleyball and went to Eastern to play and got hurt.
I did.
And grabbed the microphone.
Exactly. And that's kind of part of my journey.
That's the only ball I can remember hitting off of Mike Ducey was a knuckleball. You know, knuckleballs are when the ball doesn't spin.
Yeah.
And they kind of jump around.
Yeah.
But he was
kind
a very good
floater.
Very good pitcher.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we're going to get with Brother Johnny, talk a little bit. Does the Hamas really have a deal to disarm? That was a big headline early this morning when I woke up. And Hamas is a subsidiary of Iran. Maybe they're thinking, I better get the best deal I can if the money's drying up. And it at this point is. And so Iran can't fund Hezbollah, Hamas, and the Houthis like they could different terrorist arms of that horrible regime for 47 years. But apparently they're going to put their arms down or agree to. I don't trust it. Mm-hmm. Then Israel will get out of Gaza. And Board of Peace, isn't that a Donald Trump invention? A Board of Peace? They've been negotiating for a long time on this, and they're very hopeful. So that's...
Yep, that's what all these headlines are saying. Mideast crisis. Hamas will hand over weapons to new Gaza administration. Here's one about a peace plan.
And the Palestinians, a new Palestinian directorship will take over. Again, do you believe that? Because I don't. We don't have a basis of trust here. It's never worked. Ceasefires, all this stoppage, they just don't generally tell the truth, and then they'll point the finger, it's all Israel's fault and all these other things. So we'll see what happens because how sensitive has been the Palestinian situation in Gaza. Pretty darn sensitive. It's a whole bunch of protests in America because of Palestine.
Well, and for Trump to have a cabinet meeting at Camp David.
Yeah, well, they all got in buses this morning.
Okay.
They all filed into buses. And the first time he's in the second term, he's met at Camp David. That's a presidential place to go and meet and live if you want. 7:29. Brother Johnny next.
Hey, it's Kurt with Lands Heating and Cooling. When you need a new heating and cooling system, Lands makes it easy. We measure your home, we check your ductwork, and we match you with the quiet, efficient, trained system. With Lands, you get the right system at the right price with the right installation. If your system's aging, now's the smart time to choose a high-efficiency trained heat pump and furnace. Schedule a no-pressure, in-home consultation at landsinc.com, and remember, it's hard to stop a train.
At Curtis Orchard, enjoy the Land of Oz activity place. The scene outside and the creativity and feeding the goats. The store, the bakery, and the cafe all in one farm, where everything is made with care and connected to the same family that's been welcoming you to Curtis Orchard since 1980. Award-winning cider, local honey, jams, canned goods, toys, and thoughtful gifts. Don't forget the Apple Crisp donuts, fritters, and pies, and the apple slushies. Head to 3902 Duncan Road. Visit CurtisOrchard.com.
Drive in, drive out. Recycling's what Max is all about. You can make some cash and do your share. We make it really simple because we care. It doesn't matter large or small. Our friendly staff will handle it all. Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
Fox News, I'm CJ Papa. President Trump gathers his cabinet today in the Maryland mountains.
We know Camp David is where President Trump huddled with his senior officials right before he ordered Midnight Hammer. We know that now he does have this option for 10 to 14 days of strikes, the go big option that has been prepared by the CENTCOM commander. We don't know exactly where his head is at, but we should find out soon.
Fox's Peter Doocy at the White House. Besides the war in Iran, the push for peace between Hamas and Gaza and Israel, the Board of Peace says it reaches a deal for the complete disarmament of Hamas and other armed groups in Gaza. President Trump says Israel would withdraw from Gaza as the disarmament is complete. Now 60,000 migrants entering the Spanish territory in the African continent that borders Morocco. That from the territory's president. America is listening to Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. After nearly 19 months of committee discussions, Urbana leaders continued debating a proposed ordinance that would regulate how the city acquires and uses surveillance technology. Proposal would require city council approval before the Urbana Police Department or any other city department could purchase or use new surveillance technology. Security is being tightened at the Champaign County Fair after a group of unsupervised teenagers forced the fair to close about 30 minutes early on Tuesday night. The teens running around, bumping into visitors, and causing general disruptions. The fair recently introduced a rule of requiring minors to be accompanied by an adult. Champaign Unit 4 Schools hosting its annual school supply giveaway next week. More than 2,000 pre-packed school supply bags given to students while supplies last. Students must be present to get the school supplies. The giveaway is Tuesday, August 4, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Or until, again, supplies run out, it will be held at Marketplace Mall. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
All right, Jim, thank you. Our weather brought to you by Smoke and Shine. That's right on Route 45 Tolono. And tonight is Ladies' Night.
All right.
They have vendors with ladies' apparel and accessorize.
Ooh, I love that.
Accessorize.
I'm going to go to that.
Drink specials, fun for everybody. Smoke and Shine tonight, Ladies' Night, Route 45 in Tolono.
Well, it's a ladies' night.
That was
in the
cool in the game.
Right. That's right.
All right, here's Greg.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for Central Illinois, Champaign, Urbana vicinity. Rains lurking to the west and northwest of us, and they're on the move. They'll arrive here by the afternoon hours with increasing cloudiness. A south wind will make a run to about 81 this afternoon before the rains arrive. Showers, a few more thunderstorms mixed in for the night tonight. No severe weather expected on a widespread basis, but some soaking rainfall totals of an inch or two through the weekend. 67 tonight, up to 77 tomorrow on August 1st. Variable cloudy skies will get showers both morning and afternoon. Maybe an isolated thunderstorm. A few more showers tomorrow night, low down to 63. And partly sunny, a few more dry hours for the day on Sunday. A couple of showers early and late afternoon. Some patchy fog early on as well, with a high with a north wind at 78. Partly cloudy, 80 on Monday, heading into the 80s for Tuesday through Friday of next week. Could be an isolated, widely scattered shower thunderstorm late night, early morning, late afternoon, early evening stuff Tuesday to Thursday. Dry next Friday. Again, high temperatures in the 80s. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solier.
Well, I think it's going to rain this weekend. I think that's what we got. So that's okay. We need some rain.
We do.
7:34 Friday morning. Brother Johnny is in the Crescent City, New Orleans, Louisiana, where the Bourbon Street is about 8 feet above sea level. Is that right? It's kind of a cereal bowl, isn't it?
Well, I mean, it's not 8 feet above sea level almost anywhere. Maybe the levee.
I thought bourbon was 8. Maybe not. I don't know.
Bourbon might be. It's the high. That's where they put it. The French Quarter was the beginning, and that's why they found high ground. And the rest of it's pretty sea level or lower.
So the population of New Orleans never came back after Katrina, did it? Not to what they had.
It came up. Maybe not quite, but remember, it's like Champaign Urbana, so it's hard to talk about it because you're going to hear 380,000 people, but there's 1 million people in the 5 parishes
Okay.
around
All right.
here.
That's pretty big. All right.
And they're all adjacent.
Yeah.
So.
And do you still have that wacky mayor in New Orleans, or did she change it out?
No, we got a pretty good one, actually.
Okay. Well,
a Democrat, but she's working hard and trying, like she's trying to fix the stoplights and the street signs. Simple stuff. Real big deal.
Okay.
Kind of what they should be doing.
Okay, good. Did they ever rebuild the 9th Ward? Because they weren't ever going to rebuild that, I thought.
They have. No, it's come back a little.
Okay.
Now that was 20 feet below sea level. That was bad
man.
because when
right near the levee.
Yeah.
So what that means is when the levee breaks, you got 20 foot of water in front of your house, which is really on top of your house.
Yeah.
But,
like a river.
Yeah.
It was a disaster, and so they don't have as many people as they did before Katrina. That's probably where most that area of the cities where most of the population stayed lower. But we're doing okay.
Well, but
we're doing okay here.
Saints aren't going to have Taysom Hill, man. What?
Well, yeah, I haven't followed all the moves, but we think we're going to be good.
Well,
how about the Bears? Let's talk about the Bears, too, because both of those teams, you had a pretty good season last year, and we finished strong. So we don't have a very good division, but you do. So we're looking forward to seeing how we do. It's
well, we got the Saints up here in Chicago. They're going to play.
Yeah, that's good. That's interesting. I think I might go up there and watch it with you on your television. I'm not going to Chicago.
No?
Well, by the time
limited time at Soldier Field.
By the time they figure out the new stadium deal, it might be the Indiana Bears or Arlington Heights Bears or whatever. They'll still be Chicago, I know, but
it'll be Chicago.
It'll be Chicago. But boy, it's been quiet up there. They're working some sort of back room. Something's going on up there because it's been quiet.
Well, they got it. They're working on it. What they're doing, they didn't do anything, and then all of a sudden these contracts come up, and then here, okay, we got a better deal then, and the mayor's too worried about other things that he has no business worrying about.
Right.
And so the Bears issue isn't solved. You got to do the job that you're hired to do. But,
the Bears Saints game is November 22nd.
Oh, okay. That's Thanksgiving-ish.
No, I mean, the weekend before.
Sunday before,
and
maybe,
that's the one I went to last year, and it was like sunny and 55. We were amazed. I had like my big coat, like the arms in a knot around my waist, but I didn't need that at all. Just my big old Bears sweatshirt was great.
I tell you, though, the thought of all of that, it's showing my age, but I think I'd rather shovel my driveway than go to a Bears. I mean, I don't.
Well,
I went because of the free ticket and the free ride.
Well, but Johnny, you've done, I don't know what in sports you haven't experienced. You've been to everything.
Well, I think baseball, a World Series, then a Super Bowl, and then NCAA.
Final Four. You've
Final
done
Four. And championship. But yeah, those are big deals, and it's fun. I enjoy doing it. Chicago, the visiting team has bad stories sometimes. Certainly, our Saints fans have been maligned by a few fans.
Well, they tend to have between 2 and 24 beers. It changes the person when they do that kind of.
Well, I think that's kind of been curbed somewhat. First of all, it's like $15 for a beer. So, and I don't know how much beer you can bring of your own. You have to stay outside, and they do watch it. They watch it closer. The last game I went to, I don't know when, and it was okay. It was a Packer Bear game too, so you knew they were going to have incidents. That was with Cutler way back then, where they burned his jersey. They were lighting his jersey on
that's
fire.
right.
Third
so they
quarter.
were really taking it out on their own team, and they weren't.
Yeah. But I just think I have a friend that went to the United Center, and on the way he had a little accident. Of course, the person sped away, and they were able to get the plate number. Found out it was in Inglewood, which is probably the most violent, bullet-ridden area of Chicago. So they said, forget about it. So they went on, parked at the United Center. Came out, all the windows were broken. But other than that, it was a pretty good trip. So,
well, so that's not going to happen very often. But still, those stories keep people away.
I know. Listen, I go to Chicago quite a bit with Nathaniel's family, and we're up near O'Hare Airport, Park Ridge, a little better. But Chicago has got a whole bunch of issues, obviously, and then they've got leadership now that doesn't think they're issues. And you're going, what are you guys talking about? What are you looking at? The crime is down and all these wonderful things. I don't get it. It's nuts.
Well, the issues are because the leadership doesn't address them as seriously as they should, and that they're not managing the city very well. There's the biggest issue to me in Chicago and some other big cities is, for some reason, they don't want to work with the federal government to remove criminals that are here legally. And as a result, they're fighting each other, and they're finding people who don't have the proper documentation that probably wouldn't get arrested and deported if the city worked with the feds, but with no help. They're just scooping everybody else. And then they always complain about the people, they worked here 15 years and paid taxes. Well, work with the government. There's probably something that'll be worked out there, but they don't. And they're letting the bad ones kill us. They won't. And that's an issue, okay? That's something they could be working on. And when you conclude that you need to fight law enforcement and not work with them to help do their job of removing the worst of the worst, I think that was a serious mission, but it's hard when you get no cooperation. And then when someone agrees that's what we're going to do, how do you think they'll do on issues like keeping the bears? Not very good.
Yeah.
It's just a level of competence.
Well,
is what it is.
I just don't know how. There's nothing, and I'm seriously, I can't think of anything where J.B. Pritzker would go to the microphone and said, "Boy, Donald Trump did a good job here." Nothing. There's not one item.
No, that's discouraging because that's just a propaganda machine. Then, so what do you trust with them? I think it's good they found 150,000 kids. That's not a story. So,
yeah.
Well, where did they come from? Well, when you open the border, we lost 300,000 or 400,000 children that we know came across. We don't know what happened to them. Well, they found 150,000. Huge story.
But Pritzker,
in my mind, that's a big.
Well,
Diane, that's a big deal in my mind.
But Pritzker would go to the microphone and said they haven't found 200,000 children. That's disgusting.
Or something. And that's. We won't say anything. You know.
Yeah, and if you said I'm gonna help you guys out of your pension issues in the state of Illinois, they'd go to the microphone and say Donald Trump's stealing tax dollars from your household.
They would just say we don't need their help.
Yeah,
we're doing fine.
It's just
and that's the thing we've heard. We hear that on both sides. Generally, that's the old both sides argument. But since with Trump, it's been absolutely outrageous. I mean, they attack a new ballroom that donors built that's going to make a very nice place to meet with global leaders. They've attacked fixing the reflection pool. And then when people did damage it, said they didn't do that. And it's just one thing after another. And you tend to ignore it, but it does reflect on the people who just keep negative, and then we get attacked for pushing back on it and saying, wait a minute, what about that? Oh, you're just a MAGA. And so that divides the country.
It's Brother Johnny's. It's 7:43. The news this morning is that the Board of Peace, I think Trump invented that, the Board of Peace have been working with Hamas and Israel, and this morning they said that Hamas has agreed to lay down their arms. I don't really believe it. But there's apparently some sort of structure. Maybe Hamas is looking up and saying, Iran's not going to have any more money. We're toast anyway. Let's figure out what's the best deal we can get. Israel will leave when they disarm, and then there's going to be a new government that run by the Palestinian people. I don't know. I'm hearing that going, I don't believe it.
Yeah, I don't believe it.
Yeah.
I believe they might have a deal. I don't think they're lying. I just think that the Hamas will never do what they say. But these things change. Maybe you're right. And they say, well, what are we going to do? Iran isn't sending us any money, man. And besides that, I didn't sign up for all of this.
Yeah, no, right.
I was supposed to be the one killing people. They're killing us. So, yeah, what a life. And it'd be nice for the Palestinians and the Israelis if they tried something different. Wow.
Yeah.
That would be quite a milestone in modern history.
What did we learn on this week of Fauci?
About what we thought, which is he lied through his teeth. He had no other options but to sit there and take the fifth, which is contempt, which is my recommendation. Just take the contempt route if I'm his attorney. and we'll roll with those punches, because he was going to get. They have all the evidence of those questions that they ask him. They have the emails about them talking about this thing came out of that lab. They used these particular inserts when they manufactured it, and we're going to go with the narrative of that. And that, to that effect, that was, they have those, and he knows it, and so he says no. We never funded it. They have where we sent money to the who sent to China, or other ways they got money to the lab to work on the gain of function, which he believes in. He still does. Mm-hmm. And he couldn't say no, we didn't fund it, because he said he couldn't admit he did fund it. That's what he couldn't do yesterday, because he told them we didn't under oath in Congress. So there you go. They got him on the line. That was the point of it, to either show that he couldn't tell us what he really did, which he showed, or catch him in a lie, which he wasn't going to do that.
Right.
I mean,
right.
Come on. He's got like 20 lawyers.
Yeah.
But
That's right.
but he had to do that. They forced him to do that to make the point. And of course, he's got some supporters now that can say, well, we weren't going along with that kind of charade.
No, right, exactly.
Even though they gave us the January 6th charade, but when the fact, and it was kind of a charade, but it was important, I think, to show that the guy who had so much influence during the pandemic cannot tell us anything about what really happened. Now, looking back, when we have a few more facts, can't.
Well, Rand Paul said there's plenty of evidence. Any Democrat can go look at the website. I've got the code. You guys can go through a passcode, but I've got it. I'll give it to you. 0 Democrats ever looked at anything. 0.
Well, they probably did, but they'll say there's no evidence. That's just.
But they didn't. They could tell. No Democrat looked at it. Rand Paul said nobody.
Oh, they didn't open it.
No, they didn't open it. Didn't even look. And then they're sitting there, and 1 or 2 Democrats showed up for the hearing. They didn't even go. Don't they want the truth?
They want the truth as they see it, and we always bandy about you can't handle the truth.
Yeah, right.
And there's a lot of truth to that. There's people that just simply can't. They don't want to see it. They're happy with what they think is reality, and they really can't handle breaking that, because it's such a domino effect on everything they do and their whole world view. So they stay away from it. They don't want to see something that'll crack their confidence in what they believe. As a result, they're sometimes tricked into believing what isn't true. And so if you won't look at everything, that's why I will jump to other news channels when I'm watching the news, but I can't. Diane, give me 45 seconds to 60 seconds. That's all I can do. But I at least check in.
There you go.
When they just start with their stuff, and it's never ending. But I'll listen to some of the other perspective, and every now and then someone will be talking that, isn't hysterical and has a certain logic base, and I'll say, okay, well, I can see that argument, but if you don't go there, you can stay with this radical view and simply put your hands over your ears and yell when someone wants to tell you something. So that's the way that is. But I think we learned that Fauci didn't do right by us. That's what I learned, because if you can't say anything about what you did because you might be caught in a lie because you knew you were lying so much, that's the problem. He couldn't say anything because he knows he probably contradicted it at some point.
Yeah.
So.
Well,
anyway.
we will see. Before I let you go, I really am curious how these 2 trains on the train track are coming at each other. I don't know how the Democratic Socialists of America and the, quote, normal Democrats are going to fix whatever there's going on with the far left versus I think the normal people are just staying silent. You got your AOCs, which are very progressive, but then you got the Democratic Socialists of America, which are just off their rocker with some of these proposals, like complete open borders, no prisons, no ICE, no anything, amnesty for all.
No pledge of allegiance, because there's no allegiance. There's no constitution. There's no president.
You can't just say we're rewriting the Constitution. That's not how this works. You can't do that.
No, but they can say it. The real problem is the Democrats, of course, have the problem, but remember the news media's their job in 2026 is to fix it and to come up with some sort of presentation that'll make the Democrats a whole party in order to beat the Republicans, and they're having a hard time. So the big train wreck in our culture right now is our media, because it's a constant barrage of propaganda that really is biased, massively biased, and very untruthful at times, and never going back to say, hey, we were wrong about that. And so that has a big effect. And I don't know if they can fix the Democrats. Luckily for the Republicans, because, they're always struggling, Steve, with that propaganda machine.
Yeah, right.
And there's nothing they can do that's right, nothing they can do that has a good intent. Everything's about getting the working man. And so with these Democratic Socialists, I don't know what they're going to do. I think, once again, the Democrats are the best thing going for the Republicans. That's all there is.
Well, are we ready to go to three?
Politically.
Are we ready to go to 3 and maybe 4 parties, though?
I don't know, man. On the one hand, we kind of have that now. I mean, you have the wings of the Republican Party and the wings of the Democratic Party, and they have to somehow come together and agree to boil it down to 2 parties, and otherwise everybody's kind of their own game. But when you put people in leadership, you still have to come together, and it calls build the government or create the coalitions with the different groups like labor, and you have to put it together anyway. So are we ready? I don't know if that's the way to ask that question. It's more, is it going to happen? Is there just no way to come to terms with each other so you can't even have 2 parties? You have to have 5, 6, 7. Once it splits, it'll splinter pretty well, and I think you'll have the far left, you'll have the progressives, you'll have the moderate Democrats, you'll have the more middle of the Republicans. That might actually merge, and then you have more of the conservative, and then you have your right wing. So, yeah, you could easily, that's where we are, split up with separate groups.
Well, we were talking about the county fair last night. They had the rodeo. Tim Onstad, our pitmaster extraordinary, says, Brother Johnny needs to do the National Finals rodeo to complete the cycle, because you've done World Series, Super Bowl. So, Johnny, how do people get in the rodeo? I said you're kind of born into it, like farming. I don't know how you just get into rodeo.
No, we've been going to the McNeese State Rodeo in Lake Charles, because the rancher in South Dakota's son is a rodeo guy.
Huh?
Yeah, you can go on the college team rodeo circuit. That's one way to get in. But you have all kinds of things for 8, 9, 10, 12-year-olds, and they have, like going to dance competitions. You have rodeos.
But I guess I get it. But I'm wondering, why would you try and ride an animal that doesn't want to be ridden?
It's a sport, Steve. Why would you?
I don't know.
Why would you try to catch the ball and when 11 guys were just trying to literally cream you?
Right.
Well,
I guess. And yet you just want to take the ball 4 or 5 steps if you can. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Well, I remember Lou Henson in Las Cruces, New Mexico, the great late Lou Henson, once said, down here, they'd rather ride rodeo than play basketball.
It's true, though. It's a sport. Hey, listen, it's hard to ride those. Those bucking Broncos are terrible.
I guess you can compare it to why would you play rugby or football, because you're going to get shattered in bones and they're going to hurt and you're going to all those things. But I just don't know how you get into it except by having some family connection. That's what I'm.
Well, I can see it's a challenge and it's a sport. Why do you climb a mountain? What are you doing? There's nothing up there, man. How about curling? How do you tell me how you get into curling?
Well, it's like those shuffleboard things with the wood shavings on it. It slides real easy. That's except now you're human actually on a board like that, except it's on ice. I have no idea how you even invent that. How do you invent curling? Well, it's really just
look. We like to compete and test our physical abilities in various ways, and we've invented a whole number of ways to do that. and people love it. I mean, I can see all of those. How you can get to all of them. I like playing basketball a lot because it's hard to make that basket, Diane. It's not that easy.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can, if you can do better than someone else, you can walk around saying, "Yeah, I made 12 points." But it's just fun. It's fun stuff.
Yeah,
but rodeo, same thing, man.
Well, Johnny, appreciate it.
On Big Red. Stayed on Big Red for 8 seconds.
That's crazy. Hey, listen, appreciate you, and we'll give you a call next week, but thanks for being on. We appreciate it.
All right. Always great, Stevie. Have a great weekend.
You as well. Brother Johnny down in New Orleans, ESPN 93.5. We jump to our weather forecast, brought to you by Busey for over 158 years. Member FDIC. Here's Greg.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for Eastern Illinois, Champaign, Urbana, and vicinity. Bonus rounds of rainfall expected for the weekend. Yeah, may get in the way of outdoor activities and festivities, but it is what it is. Should be a non-threatening weather system. No widespread severe weather, but certainly some soaking rainfall totals and typical early August weather ahead for next week. Increasing clouds for the day-to-day. Certainly some shower activity by the afternoon. Could be an isolated thunderstorm as well. Highs up to 81 with a light south wind. Showers widespread for tonight, and a rumble of thunder, low down to 67. Tomorrow, variably cloudy showers both in the morning and again for the afternoon. An isolated thunderstorm up to 77 with a southeast to east wind getting gusty. A few more showers tomorrow night, maybe a thunderstorm, low down to 63. And a patchy fog area Sunday morning. A shower or two in spots as well, both morning and late afternoon. The high at 78 with a partly sunny sky. Dry Monday at 80. Couple of widely scattered showers Tuesday to Thursday next week with highs in the 80s. For CVJ Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
What is most important to you in your life? This is Eric Boland with Provident Financial Group. Whether you're launching a career, raising a family, planning for retirement, or creating a legacy, we can help. At Provident, we provide strategic thinking and perspective that help clients like you realize their goals. Contact us today at 217-366-3456 or find us online at providentfinancialgroupllc.com.
Securities offered through Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA SIPC. Provident Financial Group is not a registered broker-dealer and is independent of Raymond James Financial Services. Investment advisory services offered through Raymond James Financial Service Advisors, Inc.
Craving something delicious and a place to kick back? Hit the road to Roadrunner Station in Camargo. They're serving up handmade wood-fired pizzas that are bursting with flavor in a fun, family-friendly atmosphere. Bring the whole crew, enjoy the bar, check out the gaming room, and make a night of it. And you've got to try their specialty pizzas, like the fully loaded Everything But the Tractor, or the sweet and savory Hawaiian Hitchhiker. Great pizza, great vibes, and great times at Roadrunner Station in Camargo.
Everyone knows that when you turn the key and the car won't run, call 367-9481 for PDR Automotive. But did you also know that if you don't have a key and you need it to run, call 367-9481. PDR now performs key cutting with programming. PDR also performs module cloning. Cloning makes that module plug and play, in many cases allowing you to utilize a used module where a new module is no longer available or very expensive. Remember, they are what's best for your truck or car. They are PDR. I really like the fact that you can say a prayer for me.
Yes.
You know what? In other places, they might be Christian, but they might not feel comfortable. But at OSF, it's clearly fine. I like that.
And, you know, the other nice thing with OSF is we find a way to take care of you.
Always accepting new patients and happy to get people established with OSF. If you have any concerns at all, it's just nice to get it checked out.
Yes, absolutely. And you know, we have availability to get you in quickly. Both, we have primary care. You know, I'm in Monticello myself, and Amber Oberheim, I'm my nurse practitioner there. And to get people in quickly, we also have been expanding our behavioral health, and we have soon availability for appointments for behavioral health in Urbana to get people in for outpatient appointments with psychiatry as well. And we also have counseling there.
Dr. Benjamin Esraini, I'm sorry to call you out on a mistake. You said quickly twice.
I mean, I probably have availability next week for
right?
For new patients. I mean, that's been part of our growth pattern, and we really want to make access for our patients available.
Keep people healthy out there.
Will do.
Thank you so much.
OSFhealthcare.org.
I got news coming up from Fox here in just a moment. You said Wall-E
Yes.
is showing at the Prairie Farms.
It is true. Tonight after 8 o'clock.
Very fun movie, and one of the best quotes of a movie that's going to actually happen is that we're in recliners with our big gulps, and we've lost a little bone mass
Lost a little bone
over
mass.
the years. So as we scoot around in our automatic recliners, reclining and having a big gulp, is that what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what, 60 ounces of soda?
And they're just kind of remote controlling around and looking at a screen while they're reclining.
Lost a little bone mass over the years. We will be back. Another hour to go. That's Diane Ducey.
Good morning.
I am Stevie J, and we welcome you to the last day of July. We'll be right back. It's 8 o'clock. You're listening to WSJK ESPN 93.5 Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals.
Will Hamas give up its weapons? I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. President Trump says they've agreed to in the next phase of a post-war plan for Gaza being worked out by the Trump-created Board of Peace.
President Trump calling this a major agreement for Hamas to disarm in Gaza. The president posting on Truth Social. Today, the Board of Peace reached a historic agreement for the complete disarmament of Hamas and all other armed groups in Gaza. This is a monumental step toward lasting peace and security. Now, the details of that disarmament by the terrorist group Hamas will be worked out over the next several weeks.
Fox's Steve Harrigan in Tel Aviv. Hamas says that it'll only give up arms if Israel pulls forces out of Gaza. The president also tells Fox the Iran conflict is going well, and we just keep winning, hitting them hard. Fox's Peter Ducey reports from the White House.
We know that now he does have this option for 10 to 14 days of strikes, the go big option that has been prepared by the CENTCOM commander. We don't know exactly where his head is at, but we should find out soon.
We'll hear from him in a Trump cabinet meeting in 2 hours at Camp David in Maryland. The president also tells Fox a border crisis getting worse in Spain is terrible, warning it could happen here if Democrats win elections. Fox's Greg Palcott reports this exodus was
prompted, it's believed, by a recent Spanish court ruling that immigrants arriving by sea would not be immediately turned away.
60,000 migrants have entered the Ceuta Spanish territory.
Those new arrivals came by sea and by land, overwhelming local authorities, saying they were fleeing dire economic conditions in Africa. Socialist Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez, who has led a pro-immigration administration, has called the onslaught of immigrants in Ceuta a violation of territorial sovereignty.
At least 34 migrants have died trying to get there. Oil prices are rising again this morning, about 2% in their spike up in the Iran conflict has oil company profits surging. Chevron's earnings more than quadrupled last quarter from a year ago. ExxonMobil's profit doubled. America's listening to Fox News.
When I hit my 50s, I felt like things were slowing down.
This is Sandra's Metamucil story.
I started taking Metamucil for digestion, but had no idea it would impact so much more. Not only did Metamucil help me feel more regular, but my heart health saw the benefits too.
Metamucil. One simple routine, 4 health benefits. Digestive health starts here. Go to metamucil.com for more details.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ethos.com/term. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche's nomination remains in limbo, and President Trump says he may withdraw it for now until 2 Republican senators considering voting against Blanche's confirmation are out of office. John Cornyn and Tom Tillis have concerns about a Trump IRS tax settlement that includes a so-called anti-weaponization fund for people who claim they were political targets of the Biden Justice Department. Blanche says that fund has been scrapped, but Senator Cornyn isn't convinced.
The fact that they're balking at putting that in writing tells me that they were hoping to get by with this settlement agreement and his testimony and then revitalize those provisions at a later date.
Senator Cornyn will not be reelected. He lost a Republican primary in Texas this year to a challenger who's trailing the Democrat in the new Fox News poll.
51% prefer Democratic Senate candidate James Tallarico, while 48% favor Republican candidate and current state attorney general Ken Paxton. 36% of Republicans say they're concerned about Paxton's character, while 17% of Democrats feel Tallarico is too extreme. 4 in 10 Texans polled say inflation is the most important issue to their Senate vote, with 35% saying they're falling behind financially. In the governor's race, incumbent Republican Greg Abbott is favored by 1 point over Democrat Gina Hinojosa. Kristen Goodwin, Fox News.
Weeks after New York's Democratic governor caused controversy with an executive order blocking large artificial intelligence data centers, Oregon's Democratic governor takes action.
Governor Tina Kotek says she's ordering the state to withdraw the sale of 32 acres in Salem, Oregon, where a California company wants to build a controversial $5 billion data center. Veris, the Silicon Valley company behind the center, says it intends to proceed with the project anyway and called Kotek's actions disappointing.
That's Fox's Tanya J. Powers. On Wall Street, stock futures are rising ahead of the opening bell this hour, so there could be more gains added to yesterday's big Dow and NASDAQ surge. I'm Dave Anthony, and this is Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. Champaign Unit 4 Schools hosting its annual school supply giveaway next week. More than 2,000 pre-packed school supply bags given to students while supplies last. Students must be present to get school supplies. The giveaway Tuesday, August 4, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Or until supplies run out, it will be held at Marketplace Mall. Well, Will County prosecutors have upgraded charges against the two accused of killing a man and dumping his remains in Lake Mattoon. A grand jury indicting Robin Turner and James Adams on 3 counts of first-degree murder. The indictment replaces earlier lesser charges. Across central Illinois, celebrations continue for America's 250th birthday, and one local farm marking the milestone with a patriotic twist. Clearview Farms is one of 7 partners that spent months designing a massive sunflower maze shaped like an American flag. Organizers say the project meant to be a gift to the community. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
Here we are, 8:06, final hour of the week. Glad you're listening. We got Cardinal baseball. They'll play in Toronto tonight. Cardinals have really kind of slipped and are slipping, so that hope with the wild card continues to fade. They came out of the All-Star break kind of in it with a chance. It might have even been the third wild card team at the break, but boy, they have been flat as a pancake. They can't hit. They're the worst statistically in baseball after the break. They can't hit. Not so good. But the Cubs are going to make the playoffs.
Yes.
It didn't help that the Cubs, took 4 out of 5? Did I have it right?
3 out of 4.
Was that a 5-game series?
It was 4. They took 3 out of 4.
Okay. All
I
right.
did tell Johnny I predicted that. The Cardinals got no oomph. Something's not right. And they're a bunch of young kids. They might be running out of gas. They're not used to playing 162. There's a lot of fatigue that goes into that stuff, too. And then you get on this thing, and there's no Paul Goldschmidt or Starr to say, we're not doing this. There's no Adam Wainwright or Yadier Molina to say, we ain't doing this. Let's go.
Or even a Wilson Contreras who's tearing it up in Boston.
The oldest guy on the team is Lars Newbar, and he might be traded. I mean, he's 28. That's it. Everybody, they're just kids. So
well, that was the conundrum last season. Are we going to build from free agency, or are we going to build from the minor league system? It seemed like they were right in the middle there.
Yeah, and they did way better than anybody expected. The Cardinals were only supposed to win 70 times this year. It'd be 70 and 92. I think they'll beat that, but this minute, I don't know who they can beat. That's just how kind of things have slipped away. And I told Diane in the break, I could take a big old paper bag and pop it in Busch Stadium, and you'd probably hear me. I mean, it's just like...
Yeah, I saw there were a lot of red seats in there for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, right. Anyway, we'll see what happens, and it's never over, but Cardinals need to look better than they're looking. The Cubs, meanwhile, are on a roll. Pete Crow Armstrong is definitely hot. And we'll see how they do with the New York Yankees at Wrigley Field all weekend. That's kind of cool.
Kind of surprising. I know he hadn't had a good season by any means, but they let Tyone go, Jamison Tyone. So
good pitcher, I thought.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
What'd they get for him? I didn't hear that.
He said they get him, what do you call it, DFA, designated for assignment, I think. So
that means kind of let him go. Yeah, anybody can sign him now, but whoever signs him is kind of responsible for the money.
Yeah. I think this is the last year of like a 4-year, $60-something million contract.
Wow, to just DFA a guy like that, that's a swing and a miss on your evaluation.
There you go.
That is for sure.
I thought it was 25 homers hit off of him inside the last month or something.
Kind of led the National League or baseball.
Right.
Keeping the ball up a little, did you? I'm telling you, when they say he's missing his spot, that's like 3 inches, and a guy will hit a home run because it's missed his spot. These guys, 60 foot 6 inches, and you can throw it on a bottle cap if you're good. It's crazy.
And that's why you get the big money.
That's exactly right. It isn't that easy, folks. If you want to make the money, go do that. Here we go with our weather. Meteorologist Greg Solier with some rain coming, and that's just kind of good, man. I know there's a lot of outdoor events, but
yeah, it's a bonus rain system because we had talked about here. This is probably one or two more than you can see them coming, but we expected in the longer range here to start the winding down process into a drier one. So it just gets us closer to where we need to be from a either soil moisture standpoint or crop growth and development. At least we ease temperatures and we get some good soaking rains, and they may come down healthy and heavy at times. So keep an eye on some ponding where there are wetter areas. There are a few north of us here, in particular from the storms of earlier on in the week. But the rains closing in on and just past the Quad Cities are kind of weakening right now, as you'd expect this time of the year, but they'll be filling on in and kind of tracking from west-northwest to east-southeast. Flood watches through Minnesota, the showers down through Missouri as well, coming in us at all directions. Off the door this morning, 71 at Willard and Savoy. The cloud deck increasing just to the west of us, and we'll head towards an afternoon high today before the rains arrive at about 81, and there'll be a good covering of shower activity here, certainly arriving no later than noontime the first round, and then build through the afternoon. South breeze will stay light. Showers widespread tonight, maybe a rumble of thunder. Any severe, I think, stays well west and south of Champaign on a widespread basis, so that's good news. Low down to 67. Tomorrow, it's August 1st already. Variably cloudy skies, showers, thunderstorms embedded in the morning. Dirty break, if you will, not completely, but into the afternoon, they're back in as well with a high near 77. 63 for tomorrow night, and a lesser scattered rain chance both morning and afternoon. Some midday sun, and a Sunday high. Still comfortable at 78. 80 on Mondays. Hit-miss shower chances for Tuesday to Thursday next week. We're back in the 80s for highs and nights into the 60s. For CVD Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solian.
All right, thank you, sir. Have a great weekend. Appreciate Greg so much because he's so darn good at weather. 8/11, it's the last day of July. August 1 is tomorrow. August 3 is Monday. Football practice starts Monday.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, Illinois football is back at it, and here we go. And Brett Bielema has said it many times, not a single tackle, not a single reception, not a single touchdown matter now from last year.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're off and running. You look at the schedule, and I think most people are landing on 7 or 8 wins. And I think that's, that'd be 3 bowls in a row. Have we ever done 3 bowls in a row? I think maybe John Makovic at the turn of the 80s, the 90s. We had Jeff George as quarterback for a couple of those. We might have gone to 3 bowls in a row then. But I don't know. I just know that at this point with 78 opportunities, 78 teams get to a bowl, I think the number is now. You got to be in one of them. So that's kind of the barometer here for us. But I think, in the last 2 years, winning 19 times, we're getting to the point of, but can we make the play? Yeah, I know. And that's where Josh Whitman and Brett Bielema want to go. They want to go to the playoffs. And then if you expand them, obviously you have a better chance. I think they're still at 12, but they've been talking about going 16, 24, whatever the number's going to be. But yeah, more teams, more chances. I think, again, we have unknowns with the new defense and the new quarterback. And with Luke Altmaier, we went into last year feeling pretty good after coming off that bowl victory over South Carolina.
And, this is kind of the equalizer for all the teams. They're all facing so many changes.
I think Ohio State has 51 new players. 51.
Wow.
But they're 4- and 5-star kids. They're coming from successful places.
Right.
So
to me, it's kind of a reset for everybody every season.
It seems to be, but but for us, knowing we had our quarterback, that's a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
And Caden Hauser has all kinds of accolades and has been very successful. He said in Chicago, he said, I wanted to go to a team that wins. And Illinois has been winning. And hopefully he'll lead us back to a very nice bowl game. And so with me, Stevie J setting the bar low at 6, 7, or 8 wins, I guess that's low. 8 used to be like, no way.
Let's get a few wins.
Yeah, let's get a bowl. And then, you can still surprise me because we're going to be 20-some point underdogs at Ohio State. And we're going to be underdogs at home against Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got your sneaky, Maryland at Maryland. Yeah, we might be better, but out there they got an athletic team, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll run into a bunch of that, and we'll just have to see. But we will see soon. I mean, we start Thursday, September 3. That's what we got. So there is that. Okay, 217-359-2255. If you would like to jump on the Fisher National Bank text line, you are always welcome to join us there if you would like. All right, we jump to sports headlines. It's 8:14, ESPN 93.5. The Cardinals lost to the Cubbies. The Cubbies got the better of them. 3 out of 4 over the week is another 10th inning game. Cubs got 2 runs like they did on Wednesday, but the Cardinals couldn't respond. I mean, really, the Cubs should have won all 4. But anyway, they lose 4-2-10 yesterday afternoon.
That's right. So now we're moving on. Now the New York Yankees took a loss yesterday. Chicago White Sox came out on top 2-1. And so that's who the Cubs will play at Wrigley with Shoto on the mound versus Will Warren for the New York Yankees up at Wrigley. It's a day game today with a 1:15 start over on US 105.9. And the St. Louis Cardinals are setting up a series at Toronto.
Yeah, Toronto's 50-59, so the Cardinals do have a better record. Toronto's last in the American League East. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
They were good a year or two ago. I mean, really good, like World Series good. I mean, they were good.
Dylan Cease on the mound for the Blue Jays.
That's their best guy.
6:07 start here on ESPN 93.5, so take note of that.
Yeah, and the Cardinals not hitting. I mean, Dylan Cease is a guy that went to the 9th inning with a no-hitter not long ago against the Padres. So Cardinals need to see if they can get a few hits. I remember the year, whatever year was, how many years ago, I was just rooting for the Cardinals to get hits and not get no hit. That's how bad kind of they stumbled a few years back. So I don't know. Cardinal fans are very spoiled and used to going to, obviously we're going to playoffs. Kind of like a bowl game for the Cardinals. Mm-hmm. But now it's kind of changed and it's kind of a climb back. So we'll see.
Well, we were talking rodeo, and I just got confirmation that we have a rodeo star that Braxton's going to check in with us in about 15 minutes.
All right, good.
And tell us his backstory, because you were saying...
how do you get into that?
How do you get into that?
Yeah.
He went to Unity, so I don't know how he got into that. So
They might have a rodeo team at Unity, for all we know. I don't know.
I mean, I do know a few Unity people that one... is a girl that does the barrel racing and all of that.
That's different than riding a Brahma
I know.
A horse.
And that's what he does.
Yeah, see, I
it
don't...
goes for that 8 seconds.
I mean, 8 seconds ago, and anybody... No, they can't. You don't understand the force of the animals.
Exactly.
I mean, that's crazy.
So looking forward to that conversation.
All right, heading out for our safe summer getaway. You better hurry because it's August tomorrow. Keeping track of your finances while on the road. Anytime you can do that, even around Champaign-Urbana. Obviously, Busey is their new digital banking platform. Designed with you in mind, Busey's digital banking gives you more control and flexibility than ever before. With an intuitive dashboard, streamlined navigation, built-in support, you'll enjoy a digital banking experience that's simple, reliable, more importantly, secure. Key features will at-a-glance views of your available and current balance for up to 20 accounts, recent transactions across all accounts, payment management through bill pay, card management transaction alert settings, quick links to important functions like card controls, check ordering, documentation, the ability to view your credit score, set financial goals, access financial wellness resources. They got Savvy Money you can look into, and also a little pie chart where you can have categorized spending. Maintain control of your finances. Keep your account safe with Busey even while on the road. Visit Busey.com, 800-67-BUSEY, or stop by one of their many convenient locations today. Busey, member FDIC, and equal housing lender since 1868. It's amazing. 8:18. Here's Greg.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for Eastern Illinois, Champaign-Urbana vicinity. Bonus rounds of rainfall expected for the weekend. Yeah, may get in the way of outdoor activities and festivities, but it is what it is. Should be a non-threatening weather system. No widespread severe weather, but certainly some soaking rainfall totals and typical early August weather ahead for next week. Increasing clouds for the day today. Certainly some shower activity by the afternoon. Could be an isolated thunderstorm as well. Highs up to 81 with a light south wind. Showers widespread for tonight. It'll rumble of thunder, low down to 67. Tomorrow, variably cloudy showers both in the morning and again for the afternoon. An isolated thunderstorm up to 77 with a southeast to east wind getting gusty. A few more showers tomorrow night, maybe a thunderstorm, low down to 63. And a patchy fog area Sunday morning. A shower or two in spots as well, both morning and late afternoon. The high at 78 with a partly sunny sky. Dry Monday at 80. Couple of widely scattered showers Tuesday to Thursday next week with highs in the 80s. For CVJ Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
Everything is so expensive. Our bills are piling up. We have our summer trip coming up. How are we going to pay for everything?
Bad news, honey. The garage freezer is water leaking.
Oh no. We just bought all that meat for next week's cookout.
Can we afford a new freezer right now?
Why buy new when you can fix the one you have?
Who are you?
Honey, it's Paul Rican from Dick Van Dyke Appliance World.
Repairing your existing appliance is a great way to save money now if the stress of high bills has you down.
How soon can you come out?
Today or next day.
That's fast. But what if the repair ends up being more expensive than we thought?
We'll give you a $50 coupon off a brand new appliance.
So either way we win?
I like that.
Call Dick Van Dyke Appliance World or schedule service at appliance-world.com and schedule your win-win today.
Wow!
Stand behind what we sell, we offer so much more. Dick Van Dyke Appliance World. When you buy from us, you get the whole store.
I'm Jerry Willis, and this is the Fox Business Report. People are buying more things from Colgate-Palmolive, maker of Colgate toothpaste, Palmolive dish soap, Tom's of Maine, Ajax, and other brands. Sales increased globally but declined in North America. CEO Noel Wallace is citing a difficult operating environment, though he's confident the business can still grow. ExxonMobil and Chevron both reported very strong earnings, boosted by high crude oil prices. Wall Street was expecting an even higher profit from ExxonMobil. That stock is losing ground. Apple and Amazon reported an upbeat quarter. Amazon shares are rallying, though investors are disappointed with Apple's forecast, and Apple shares are lower. Westinghouse Electric Company, now a nuclear technology supplier, has filed with regulators to go public. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Jenny Cosola. Invested in you.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ethos.com/term. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Fighting Illini football family flex plans are on sale now. Get 3 games bundled under one plan, including home opponents UAB or SIU, Oregon, and Nebraska or Iowa. After selling out season tickets 2 years in a row and the most wins in back-to-back seasons, the Illini are gearing up for an even bigger 2026. Lock in your tickets to the biggest games of the year under one affordable bundle, the Family Flex Plan, at fightingillini.com.
Hi, this is Steve from Good Vibes, where we love tech, especially tech that takes it to another level. Sony has just raised the bar for next-level video with true RGB. Red, green, and blue. That's all it stands for. But what makes it stand out is that each pixel contains all 3 colors, each controlled individually. It takes massive processing to do that, and Sony has the best processors. So you get the color range of QD OLED, the brightness of Mini LED, plus the contrast and viewing angle of OLED rolled into one stylish chassis. I saw a demo of just the backlighting of a Sony RGB versus the competition. Even with no panel, the Sony was watchable. The other guys were just blobs of light. With the panel, the Sony picture was sharper and more nuanced. So real you could step right into the screen. If you want sports and movies to look real, come to Good Vibes and see the Sony True RGBs. The Bravia 7s are surprisingly affordable, and the Bravia 9s have the best ever anti-glare solution. Sony True RGB is the new sheriff in TV town.
Discover Cast Iron Pub in downtown Tuscola. Whether it's family dinner, date night, or catching the big game, or celebrating a special event, Cast Iron Pub has something for everyone. Enjoy a third-pound pub burger, hand-cut steaks, wings, sandwiches, and specialty starters. Plus, their chef specials and dinner tasting events bring a big city dining experience to Central Illinois, drawing guests from all over. Great food, great company, and great atmosphere. Cast Iron Pub in downtown Tuscola. Find us online at castironpub.biz.
Looking for bold flavor and a good time just down the road? Head to Smoke and Shine Moonshine Bar and Grill on Route 45 in Tolono, where the food is slow smoked and the fun comes easy. Sink your teeth into tender brisket, juicy pulled pork, mouth-watering wings, and smash burgers done right. And don't miss what locals call the best patty melt around. Pair it all with one of their 28 flavors of moonshine. Happy hours from 3 to 5 and catch live music every Saturday night. For more updates and their full menu, like Smoke and Shine on Facebook.
Art lovers, you need to come to Crystal Lake Park for the 8th Annual Art Fair. The Crystal Lake Park Art Fair is August 1st and 2nd. The fair is open each day from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Come out to Crystal Lake Park and look at and purchase art from 40 different local and regional artists. Check out paintings, textiles, photography, ceramics, jewelry, glass, mixed media, and more. Call Janet at 217-367-1544 or find out more at urbanaparks.org. See you at the Crystal Lake Park Art Fair August 1st and 2nd. Urbana Park District. You belong here.
This is Rob Meyer with Provident Financial Group. Unfortunately, there is not a one-size-fits-all retirement plan. Finding the right plan for you depends on many factors. The good news is that we can help improve your retirement readiness, whatever your situation. Contact us today at 217-366-3456 or online at providentfinancialgroupllc.com.
Securities offered through Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA SIPC. Provident Financial Group is not a registered broker-dealer and is independent of Raymond James Financial Services. Investment advisory services offered through Raymond James Financial Service Advisors, Inc.
Everyone knows that when you turn the key and the car won't run, call 367-9481 for PDR Automotive. But did you also know that if you don't have a key and you need it to run, call 367-9481. PDR now performs key cutting with programming. PDR also performs module cloning. Cloning makes that module plug and play, in many cases allowing you to utilize a used module where a new module is no longer available or very expensive. Remember, they are what's best for your truck or car. They are PDR.
When sewer or septic trouble hits, visit Berg Sewer and Septic. Family-owned and proudly serving Central Illinois, Berg specializes in sewer repair, septic service, water line repairs, sump pumps, and drainage solutions. They don't upsell, they solve the problem right the first time. From backups to breakdowns, count on Central Illinois' most trusted septic service. Berg Sewer and Septic. Dependable, honest, local. Get a second opinion you can trust. Visit bergtanksinc.com.
Yeah, you can plan that 3rd of September if you just plan it. It's a Thursday. Game doesn't start till 8 o'clock. That's all for television. But Monday will be 1 month till we play UAB in Champaign for a Thursday night game. And I guess you want to have as much television as you can to get the exposure, right? I mean, you want teams to see you winning football games. So, yeah, and after that, we'll play Duke. I think that's a normal Saturday game. Be the first chance to really, really tailgate all day kind of thing. I don't know when that game is. Kickoff for Duke. But Duke is the ACC champ. I think they were 8-5 last year, 9-5, 8-5, whatever it was.
Right.
And we beat them, but they turned the ball over an unusual amount of times. So I think there'll be a pretty good football team coming in. They lost their quarterback because of the whole "you're paying me more, I'm leaving" kind of thing. But they had a pretty good quarterback at Duke last year. So it'll be fun to do that. And, of course, all eyes on basketball. I saw a video of Quentin Coleman, and he made a play where David Mirkovic came in and shoved him really hard. And it was a good shove.
Okay.
It was like, yeah!
Okay.
That kind of shove.
I was thinking during the play?
He shoved him after the play because he went in and dunked it.
Okay.
And that's something that he does have over Keaton Wagler. He's got hops.
Okay.
He's shorter by 2 inches. He looks similar to Keaton to me.
Yeah.
And he can go in and just slam it. So he's more athletic than Keaton. And, of course, Keaton had this sense of calm down, we're going slower here kind of thing. But Brad has said he wants to play faster. So that means up and down, Stevie J, shoot it, boom. Anyway.
That's fun to watch,
But
too.
Keaton Wagler's got some stuff. I mean, he's 5th pick in the draft. He's going to probably be a tremendous pro. So it was so fun to have him for 6 months and so shocking to see a kid that wasn't expected to even play much turn into that. That was amazing. So good job on Brad Underwood and his staff of just recognizing we need to give the keys of the car to that kid.
That's right.
And
now
Tyler Underwood is the offensive coordinator. He got on the map last year by saying we need to do this.
That's right.
So anyway, we'll see what happens with this. Quentin Coleman, yeah.
Okay.
Looks like the real deal.
Tyler Underwood is the keynote speaker for Ties and Tennies. That's a Champaign Park District fundraiser coming up on September 10th. It'll be fun to hear him get to the mic. You know, he's just done so many great things.
Well, I mean, I texted him and told him he's on the map. He's now on the map.
And now he's married off inside the last few months. A great chapter for him.
Probably going to get an opportunity to do something. You know, maybe take his own reins of another program. But right now, I'm glad he's here.
Exactly.
8:29, last segment of the week coming up.
Here's another home improvement insight from Kramer Siding and Window, a proud member of Prairie Home Alliance.
Your roof is your home's best protection for the elements outside. And that's why Owens Corning Roofing is designed and tested for superior performance. Kramer is a platinum preferred contractor hand-selected by Owens Corning. So start today and get 10% off the best roofing from the best roofing professionals.
Call 217-355-2720, click on kramersiding.com, or visit the showroom in Champaign.
You have money laying all around your house. You just don't know it. And no, I don't mean selling your great-grandma's good china. I mean all the old metal items you don't want to use or get rid of. Don't pay someone to haul it away. Bring it into Max Twin City Recycling and get paid to have it taken off your hands. They love new customers and are more than willing to walk you through their process step by step. Come check them out at 2808 North Lincoln Avenue in Urbana.
Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
Wouldn't it be nice to visit a car dealership where you didn't feel like you were at an auction? Or didn't feel like you were being taken to the cleaners?
I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse.
Welcome to Sarah Champagne. At Sarah, they offer a one-price promise. Every vehicle at a fair price, no negotiation, only the best price. Sarah Champagne, Honda, BMW, GMC, Buick, and Subaru. SERRA Champagne.com.
Fox News, I'm Therese Crowley. President Trump takes his cabinet to Camp David for marathon meetings in the woods. Last time he went was for Operation Midnight Hammer against Iran, but today a different peace deal is also launched.
Hamas appears ready, or at least willing, to lay down their arms as long as Israel agrees to finally leave the Gaza Strip. President Trump has announced this agreement is a critical step towards Gaza finally being governed by a new Palestinian government that will work closely with the Board of Peace to help the Palestinian people.
Fox's Peter Ducey. 60,000 migrants and counting pouring onto the shores of Ceuta, Spain from Morocco, mostly men looking jubilant. After the 3-mile swim, Spain mobilized the military. After its new amnesty plan attracted the migrants, the EU in shock. President Trump says, remember that picture, telling Fox, that's going to be us in 3 years if the Democrats get in. America's listening to Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. Well, Will County prosecutors have upgraded charges against the 2 accused of killing a man and dumping his remains in Lake Mattoon. A grand jury indicting Robin Turner and James Adams on 3 counts of first-degree murder. The indictment replaces earlier lesser charges. Across central Illinois, celebrations continue for America's 250th birthday, and one local farm marking the milestone with a patriotic twist. Clearview Farms is one of 7 partners that spent months designing a massive sunflower maze shaped like an American flag. Organizers say the project meant to be a gift to the community. Champaign Unit 4 Schools hosting its annual school supply giveaway next week. More than 2,000 pre-packed school supply bags given to students while supplies last. Students must be present to get school supplies. The giveaway Tuesday, August 4, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Or until supplies run out, it will be held at Marketplace Mall. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for Central Illinois, Champaign-Urbana vicinity. Rains lurking to the west and northwest of us, and they're on the move. They'll arrive here by the afternoon hours with increasing cloudiness. A south wind will make a run to about 81 this afternoon before the rains arrive. Showers, a few more thunderstorms mixed in for the night tonight. No severe weather expected on a widespread basis, but some soaking rainfall totals of an inch or two through the weekend. 67 tonight, up to 77 tomorrow on August 1st. Variably cloudy skies, get showers both morning and afternoon. Maybe an isolated thunderstorm. A few more showers tomorrow night, low down at 63, and partly sunny. A few more dry hours for the day on Sunday. A couple of showers early and late afternoon. Some patchy fog early on as well, with a high with a north wind at 78. Partly cloudy, 80 on Monday, heading into the 80s for Tuesday through Friday of next week. Could be an isolated, widely scattered shower thunderstorm late night, early morning, late afternoon, early evening stuff Tuesday to Thursday. Dry next Friday. Again, high temperatures in the 80s. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Soldier.
Well, I got 72. Greg thinks rain's coming. I got a bunch of yard waste. I probably ought to do something before the rain starts. Everything gets ready. Their bag breaks, all that stuff.
Yeah.
We've all been there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, ESPN 93.5. I kind of started the program because the front page of the News Gazette showed the rodeo last night.
Yeah.
At the Champaign County Fair.
Yeah.
And so I said, what? How do you get into rodeo, man? How do you get into riding an animal that doesn't want to be ridden? Well, Braxton Manuel, Unity High School graduate, former football star, wrestling star. He's into it, man. And Braxton, you were involved last night. Tell me firstly, how'd you get into this, man?
I've always just kind of watched it, and my biological father did it whenever he was younger, and I finally grew up, and then I realized I wanted to try it, so I got the connections and met some people, and went out to their house and tried it, and fell in love ever since.
Did you have like back sweat the first time? It's like
I was a little nervous first time, but I wasn't too scared, to be honest. I don't know why I wasn't. I probably should have been, but just wasn't.
So did you go? I mean, does a mechanical bull do anything for preparation, or just has to be on a real animal?
So I wouldn't say a mechanical bull, but they do make like these bucking barrels that very, very well simulate it. But a lot of the practice is just getting on live animals as much as possible.
I mean, how often do you stay on for 8 seconds? Is that a rare thing, or can you do it more often than not?
It would be a lot more consistent than you'd think. It just all depends. Like this year, it's been a rough year for me to start off the year, the summer run and all that, just because I've kind of stepped up the bull power, started getting on a little bit better bulls. But like last year, I think my riding percentage would have been probably a little over 50%.
Wow,
and then
that's amazing.
That's not even counting practice bulls.
Well, what's the how big are the like bulls? How big are they? How much do they weigh?
So it that varies too. So you'll see a lot. There's like smaller athletic bulls that they buck in the like younger maturity stuff, which they can be anywhere from 1,000 pounds, and then you'll get your big rodeo suckers that can be all the way up to 2,000 pounds.
Can a man make a living as a rodeo rider?
Oh yeah. So I mean, once you work your way up to the professional level, there's like at the PBR finals, if you can win the PBR finals, which is the Professional Bull Riders Association, you can win $1 million at the end of the year.
Excuse me?
That's awesome.
Well, let me ask you this: is duct tape illegal? Can't I just duct tape my body onto that bull for 8 seconds, man? $1 million?
No, you
Let's go. I'm going, man. I'm buying ahead at parts today. I'm going.
I feel like that was a scene in Yellowstone where they used duct tape for that dude. In any case, when you're in the chute, though, Braxton, what are you feeling like as they get ready to count down and let you release?
I mean, I'm really just thinking about like just do my job, trying to stay calm in there, get everything right how it needs to be, and then just have fun is what I'm reminding myself. That's why I'm here. Just having fun.
Can you feel a difference in animals? I mean, you know that this one is really keyed up, or this one's not too bad. What do you feel?
Well, I mean, a lot of times you'll get on one, and some of them will be bad in the box, and you can get on one that's bad in the box and really doesn't do much. And then if you get on, I've gotten on ones that are like really good buckers, and they'll stand there like a rock and let you move them wherever you need them, and that's almost more scary whenever they're more calm than you are.
Okay,
it's like they know their job.
So the dirt is loose. I understand why, but it still hurts like heck, doesn't it?
Every now and then, you'll get, like last night, I got dropped on my head pretty good.
Man.
He bucked and flung me out over that shoulder and just landed right on my head. But most of the time, it ain't too bad. And then if you get one road, you can usually have a controlled get off where you land on your feet.
What? And like a gymnast, you made to stay. You stuck it, man. It's 10. You got 10, man.
Yep.
You're Mary Lou Retton, man.
I mean, has the clown ever saved your life, Braxton Manuel? I know with the.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
There's been plenty of times. Like last week or 2 weeks ago, we were over in Roseville, Illinois, and a buddy of mine, he fights bulls, and his name is Jordan, and I came off the bull. I came off upside down. Didn't really know where the bull was, so I just took off running to the closest fence, and I ended up. There's a video of it. You can see me look over my shoulder, and I can see him behind me and the bull behind him. I'm like, I just got to keep running.
Oh boy, it's one of those deals where you don't have to be faster than the bull. You got to be faster than the clown.
Yep, just faster than the next guy. That's all you got to do.
I mean, I could dress like a clown, but I wouldn't get in the ring. I guess that wouldn't do you any good. I mean, that's crazy work all the way around, man.
I know. Imagine having that gig.
I mean, they got horns, man. They got horns. Good gosh.
Yeah, those guys are absolute lifesavers.
I mean, do you get any money for being successful at the local level?
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, you can win anywhere from a couple $100 to $5,000-$10,000, even at like kind of the localish level.
And you got such a pretty belt buckle to wear around, huh, Braxton?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's always opportunities.
I'm in for the belt buckle.
I'm pretty sure I could look like, if I go to Pards today, I could look like a rodeo dude, man. I could get that buckle, get those boots, get my jeans, get my shirt.
Let's go.
And then I'd never touch an animal again. Oh, I'm not going in there. Are you crazy?
Well, speaking of touching animals, Braxton Manuel, Champaign County Fair yesterday at the rodeo here on ESPN 93.5. You work with horses on the regular, right?
Yeah, so I work out here at a standard bred racing barn. They race harness horses. And then on Tuesday, they had them out here at the fair. And, yeah, I work with them just about every day.
I think I would get in a hockey goalie outfit and duct tape me on that sucker, and maybe I would live. Maybe. We don't get the Donkey Kong gorilla duct tape and just tape my body on, take my million. Come on. I don't know, man. I still don't get it.
We've had some other guys, like Marie Baxley, for instance. Did you know she was like barrel racing and doing things like that? Do you ever cross paths with her?
To college for it.
Yeah.
I haven't ever crossed paths with her, but I have seen her stuff on like Facebook and stuff like that, and I've seen that she's done pretty good over there in the college circuit.
It's just amazing to me that someone from Unity would have these kind of a passion to do this kind of rodeo circuit.
It's just kind of I would guess it mostly comes from family. Somebody in your family did it. I just don't think you see Richard, who's carrying his calculus book with glasses, say, "Hey, I want to try that." I just don't think it happens. you got to kind of be in it, and you also got to probably be a former football star at Unity and a wrestler, man. So you know how to grind it out, and you're not afraid to take some bumps and bruises. But landing on your head can't be good. You can't wear a motorcycle helmet, can you?
So they make specific helmets for bull riding, and then you'll see a lot of guys like I wear just a regular old hockey helmet, but it's a different kind of face mask that I took off the old hockey face mask.
Okay.
Face mask for bull riding, so it's a little more stout. You take those hits to the face in case I do catch a head or a horn to the face.
I think the biggest danger is your head and neck. I mean, you got to be careful of the thing flying off a horse, man. Nuts.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you could also probably be a stuntman in Hollywood, Braxton. You could do that.
There you
That's
go.
very true.
I want you to jump from this building. You're used to that. Let's go. I don't know. You got to have a different makeup, man, because I tell you what, I would be in that shoot, and I'd probably go, "Hi, horsey. You want to take it easy on me, horsey?"
Well, there are different things that you could have chosen. I mean, can you do the bareback riding or the bull? Or,
yeah, well, that's the funny part. I originally wanted to do the saddle bronc riding. I didn't even want nothing to do with bull riding at first, and then I just kind of got to looking into it, and then it was obviously a little cheaper. You didn't have to go out and buy a saddle. All you had to do is go out and buy a bull rope, and then then it was a lot more longevity out of bull riding than there is bareback riding. Then I found more connections and opportunities to practice on bulls around here. So I was like, I'll just give bull riding a shot, and I wouldn't trade it for the world now.
Braxton Manuel's a man. He's a real man.
What about like roping and stuff like that?
Man.
You just didn't want to do that sort of thing? It sounds safer.
I mean, I would love to do all that, but that's way more expensive than bull riding, and I like bull riding.
Man, oh man. All right, well, Braxton,
there you go.
Appreciate the time. Thank you, Diane, for figuring out how to get Braxton on the phone. Because I started the show saying, I don't get it. It's just I don't want to run into that brick wall, and I don't want to ride a bull. So anyway, congratulations on your success and all you're doing, and stay safe and keep running from those animals, man.
Here's to 8 seconds for the rest of the season.
I hope you ride 9 the rest of your life.
There you go.
Boom. Hey, thanks for jumping on. Appreciate it. Braxton Manuel, who's at the rodeo last night. He's a rider.
Mm-hmm.
He's a gamer. He's a player.
That's right.
Hey, it's Jeremy with Land's Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. With our Land's Comfort Family Plan, we'll visit twice a year to keep your HVAC and plumbing systems in top shape. You'll have peace of mind knowing your home is ready for the season ahead. Call Land's today at 217-355-5512 and ask about joining our Comfort Family. We service all makes and models, and Land's will keep your home comfortable all year long. Visit us anytime at landsinc.com, and remember, it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Ross Craig with Philo Exchange Bank. For over 140 years, we have been rooted in your community, making local decisions for local people. We know you and understand your goals. In a world where so much feels uncertain, one thing remains the same. We are here for you. Reliable, local, trusted for generations. Visit us in St. Joseph, Philo, Allerton, Broadlands, and our newest branch in Tolono.
Philo Exchange Bank, hometown community banking since 1883. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Iron Horse Golf Course in Tuscola. Enjoy the special on Tuesdays and Thursdays as you tee off before 2. $30, 18 holes with a cart. Check out the improvements at Iron Horse Golf Course in Tuscola. A great event space for birthdays, receptions, anniversaries, and reunions. Free carts on Mondays. 2000 Iron Horse Drive in Tuscola. Call the Pro Shop at 217-253-6644. Iron Horse Golf Course in Tuscola. When your vehicle needs expert care, trust 3C's Automotive Repair in Camargo. From cars and trucks to semis, they do it all, including hydraulic repairs with 7 clean professional service bays. Roadside assistance is available, and if your repair takes a little longer, enjoy a courtesy ride within 15 miles or relax next door at the Roadrunner station. Experience great service with a small town feel at the corner of Route 136 and Route 130 in Camargo. Call 3C's Automotive Repair at 217-832-2706.
Hey golf cart shoppers, tired of the same old golf cart shopping experience? Come over to Midwest Carts in Tuscola, Illinois, where customers rave about unbeatable pricing, massive selection, and full service done right. As the largest Denago golf cart dealer in Illinois, they've got premium new models plus 20 to 30 quality used carts ready to roll at any time. And the best part? Free delivery on new carts anywhere in Illinois or Indiana. Midwest Carts, Tuscola, Illinois. Find them at mwcarts.com.
Looking for a warm, welcoming place to relax in Tuscola? Stop by Hometown Grounds, where great coffee and great company come together. They're proudly serving Mad Goat coffee, so you can enjoy a rich, delicious cup while catching up with friends. And if you've got kids, no problem. There's a special play area where they can have fun and you sit back and relax. Hometown Grounds is a gathering place for the whole community and perfect for meetings. Come see what everyone's talking about in Tuscola. Visit hometowngroundscoffee.com and plan your visit today.
Well, I just know I would never think about it. I mean, because they do like celebrity harness racing, celebrity whatever.
I mean, you've probably played the donkey basketball before.
One time.
They say that kind of hurts. The bouncing up and down.
I was,
I'm not a guy, but
26 years old when I organized that one. It was out in Mansfield at a gym. They covered the gym floor, and we had a bunch of donkeys.
Right.
So you're supposed to have a donkey, and then you shoot your basket from the donkey.
Right.
I didn't move 5 feet because my donkey wouldn't move. But the donkey did know how to buck me off.
I see. So
and after a while,
a little mini rodeo
yeah,
experience.
exactly. And that was donkey's about 3.5 feet tall, pretty far down. And so I'm sitting there, and after a while, you're laughing. And then after a while, it's a forced laugh, like because you really hurt. And then I walked up to the guy who owned the donkeys. I said, "This donkey can't be ridden tonight." And he said, "It can be ridden." He turned around, walked away, and said, "Maybe not tonight." What the heck, man?
They
what
set
the heck?
you up, Stevie
Anyway,
J.
they gave me a tough donkey, and I think PETA got involved, and they quit doing that.
Yeah.
Because that was cruel on the humans and the animals.
Well,
It really
and
was.
I feel like the circus, too. Didn't you ride an elephant or something
Yeah,
as
it was
a radio promotion?
one of those interstate circus things that drive down, set up a little ride that was on the interstate 10 minutes ago.
The quick tent.
And then they actually had 4 elephants. And we raced elephants. And I thought this is cool. I'm dressing up. I had a safari hat. I had the whole outfit on. And all of a sudden, the elephants were galloping. I didn't know that was possible. Oh, wow. I'm holding a rope on the top of an elephant's head, and I thought I was going to go over and in a bad movie looked like I got trampled by elephants. And I thought that was going to happen because I was losing my balance. And the race was like 70 yards. And the elephant is sprinting. I'm going, I didn't know you could sprint. Thank you, Lord, because that could have been
radio stuff.
I could have. I mean, that would have been based on all of that. I would have had a 3-week career because that's when I just started.
Exactly,
and too dumb to know that.
You don't know anything.
I didn't know. Have you ever seen?
Oh yeah, I'll do that.
Have you ever seen an elephant gallop? I had never seen that, and I was on top of his head. It wasn't like I was back. I was on his head.
I only rode one around a circus circle.
I ran one galloping.
It was probably a very old elephant. And this is all the time.
I don't know where I finished. Maybe I won, but I didn't care. I had my life. I thought I was going to fall in front of this elephant and get trampled. It was absolutely horrific. 10 till.
Looking for something truly unique? Discover Sweet Petunia at the Tuscola Mall, where vintage charm meets modern style. With over 100 vendors and consigners across 16,000 square feet, you'll find antiques, collectibles, home decor, and one-of-a-kind furniture you won't see anywhere else. It's bright, clean, organized, and surprisingly affordable. From timeless treasures to seasonal finds, there's always something new waiting for you. Come explore Sweet Petunia in the Tuscola Mall. Your next favorite piece is already here.
Shop Urbana's Market at the Square, going on now through the end of October, 7 a.m. to noon, rain or shine, at Illinois and Vine. A vibrant market connecting community with local food growers and producers, strengthening our local food economy and providing access to local artisans, serving the community at a gathering place at Illinois and Vine. Such a great variety of fresh, healthy, local, high-quality foods. Shop Urbana's Market at the Square. To learn more, visit urbanamarket.org.
Toilet won't flush and the tub gurgles? That's usually the main sewer. Land's Drain Cleaning can clear the line and use a camera when needed to confirm what caused it. Land's Drain Cleaning and Underground Solutions. Why call anyone else?
When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect accent rug or choosing a good night's sleep over an all-night crime show binge. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm agent Kurt Lenschow is right here in Champaign-Urbana to help you select the right protection at the right price. Kurt will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. Just call him when you want the real deal. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hi, this is Steve from Good Vibes, where we love tech, especially tech that takes it to another level. Sony has just raised the bar for next-level video with true RGB. Red, green, and blue. That's all it stands for. But what makes it stand out is that each pixel contains all 3 colors, each controlled individually. It takes massive processing to do that, and Sony has the best processors. So you get the color range of QD OLED, the brightness of Mini LED, plus the contrast and viewing angle of OLED rolled into one stylish chassis. I saw a demo of just the backlighting of a Sony RGB versus the competition. Even with no panel, the Sony was watchable. The other guys were just blobs of light. With the panel, the Sony picture was sharper and more nuanced. So real you could step right into the screen. If you want sports and movies to look real, come to Good Vibes and see the Sony True RGBs. The Bravia 7s are surprisingly affordable, and the Bravia 9s have the best ever anti-glare solution. Sony True RGB is the new sheriff in TV Town.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for Central Illinois, Champaign-Urbana vicinity. Bonus rounds of rainfall expected for the weekend. Yeah, may get in the way of outdoor activities and festivities, but it is what it is. Should be a non-threatening weather system. No widespread severe weather, but certainly some soaking rainfall totals and typical early August weather ahead for next week. Increasing clouds for the day today. Certainly some shower activity by the afternoon. Could be an isolated thunderstorm as well. Highs up to 81 with a light south wind. Showers widespread for tonight. It'll rumble of thunder, low down to 67. Tomorrow, variably cloudy showers both in the morning and again for the afternoon. An isolated thunderstorm up to 77 with a southeast to east wind getting gusty. A few more showers tomorrow night, maybe a thunderstorm, low down to 63. And a patchy fog area Sunday morning. A shower or 2 in spots as well, both morning and late afternoon. The high at 78 with a partly sunny sky. Dry Monday at 80. Couple of widely scattered showers Tuesday to Thursday next week with highs in the 80s. For CVJ Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
All right, 8:53. we're out of time. Thank you to Braxton Manuel for jumping on and talking about why he's rodeo dude.
Yeah, my classmate Lisa Henning and his stepdad Steve Lemke, of course, the guy, the president of Champaign County Fair, Terry Lemke, Steve's brother, and we've had him on this week to talk about the Champaign County Fair. By the way, we have the motocross,
yeah.
Thank you, tonight, and the truck and tractor pulls tomorrow. We could be dealing with some showers in and out here and there, but still, make time to go to ChampaignCountyFair.cc and plan out a little excursion this summer. And make sure you're having some fun.
Get it done
fair.
today, tomorrow. That's it for the county fair.
Mhm.
So we've always enjoyed our fair 173 times. County Fair.
Yeah.
I want to do something special for 175. maybe.
Absolutely.
Okay. Thank you, Diane.
Have a great weekend.
That's Diane Ducey. I'm Stevie J. Thank you for listening. We'll plan to meet you on Monday at 7 a.m. once again. Again, thanks for listening, and we'll talk to you in August. Have a blessed weekend.
Orange and Blue fans know the value of preparation, teamwork, and showing up when it matters most. Just like Fred's Plumbing and Heating. For 47 years, this family-owned team has delivered dependable plumbing and HVAC installation, maintenance, and repairs throughout our community. They even offer service agreements with zero monthly cost, because protecting your home shouldn't break the budget. When you need service you can count on, choose the team that's been winning for nearly 5 decades. Trust the Orange and Blue of Fred's Plumbing and Heating.
Well, Dedicated Diesel, the safety lane is up and running, and that is open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. However, we don't start the last inspection after 4 because it does take a while, and if there's something wrong, or we got to go through it and then deal with that. Austin is doing a great job of inspections on that.
Well, that's Dedicated Diesel. Triumph Drive. As you're driving Route 45, you turn left at the Bobcat, go all the way down, you'll find Dedicated Diesel. How about Gail Frericks Trucking? What's happening?
Oh, we are doing great at Gail Frericks Trucking, and always looking for a couple of good drivers that want to be safe, get home on time, get home for the weekends, make a decent paycheck.
Good stuff. Tim Onstad.
They can get me. Email is timo@gftlog.com. They can call my cell phone at 765-505-1295 or at the office at 765-793-7131. You can always stop by and see me at Dedicated Diesel most days during the week.
In Urbana, Illinois.
Looking for a warm, welcoming place to relax in Tuscola? Stop by Hometown Grounds, where great coffee and great company come together. They're proudly serving Mad Goat coffee, so you can enjoy a rich, delicious cup while catching up with friends. And if you've got kids, no problem. There's a special play area where they can have fun and you sit back and relax. Hometown Grounds is a gathering place for the whole community and perfect for meetings. Come see what everyone's talking about in Tuscola. Visit hometowngroundscoffee.com and plan your visit today.
Drive in, drive out. Recycling's what Max is all about. You can make some cash and do your share. We make it really simple because we care. It doesn't matter large or small. Our friendly staff will handle it all. Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
When you're stuck on the road, you need help you can trust. Fast. That's where T-Pro Towing and Roadside Repair comes in. From light duty to heavy duty towing, they've got you covered 24 hours a day. With their state-of-the-art facilities, 3Cs, a division of T-Pro Towing, can repair semis to passenger cars at their Camargo facility. Service across central Illinois, including Urbana, Tuscola, and Camargo. Save their number now, 217-253-3450. That's T-Pro Towing and 3Cs. Ready when you need them, anytime, anywhere.
We're talking with Riley Kachaturian, realtor with Coldwell Banker Real Estate Group. Hey, Riley, why don't you tell me why you like real estate?
Yeah, I love it. I think that it's a privilege to get to be a part of something so big in people's lives, whether they're buying or selling real estate. It's truly just a privilege to get to walk alongside them and provide information that makes them feel empowered and excited. And just, getting to be a part of that is such a gift.
What do you feel when you see their eyes light up, they're signing the documents, and then they're done? What's that feel like for you?
It's so cool because you can just tell how excited they are, how confident and empowered. Something that can feel really overwhelming in that moment feels very doable. It's so cool.
Riley, how can people reach you?
They can find me online at rkachaturian.coldwellhomes.com or via phone 217-552-5055.
BMW, Buick, GMC, Honda, and Subaru. Welcome to Sarah Champagne. We can handle all your car repairs on site, including paintless dent repair, bumpers, windshields, everything in between. We have an amazing selection of new or pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Shop from home and buy online or reserve your vehicle before it hits our website or dealership. Sarah Champagne is home of the Sarah One Price Promise, delivering an honest and transparent buying experience. Hurry in or shop online at sarahchampagne.com.
Looking for the perfect pair of boots? Come on down to Pard's Western Shop in Urbana. With an amazing selection that fits every style, Pard's has the perfect pair waiting for you the next time you're hitting the rodeo or stepping out in style. They've got great deals and sale prices on men's cowboy boots, girls' cowgirl boots, and kids' boots. And their friendly staff will make sure you leave with the boots you love. Pard's Western Shop, serving its customers with high-quality merchandise since 1968. Go see them today at 306 North Maple Street in Urbana.
You're listening to WSJK ESPN 93.5 Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals.